I think I got you.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Hey guys, happy August. This is our first Team Call Tuesday of the month, and I'm so excited to see so many faces on here because we are covering such an awesome topic of Team Cup. I have some bullet points that I want to cover with you guys, but I also want to leave this open for questions and ideas because for some of you, this may be your very first Team Cup, and others of you, you may have had something that worked really well in the past. And I think that the more ideas that we can share to help each other will make us successful. I also want to just say thank you guys for all of your work and energy that you've been bringing into our team pages. I said it in a video that I shared on the team page today, but I'm a part of a few of your guys' Team Cup threads, and then my own personal Team Cup thread, and then I have a thread with some of my personally sponsored 2016 and 2017 coaches who are working the business, and just the energy that you guys are bringing is so refreshing, and to see how many people are willing to get on a team call at 8:30.
Uh-oh. So I think Melissa's frozen. Or is everybody frozen? There you go. You're back.
Oh, did you guys hear me or just no one?
You were just talking about how awesome the...
Okay, cool. Yeah, so what I was saying, I don't know if you guys didn't hear me, was I really feel like there's been such a shift since Katrina and I just made that decision to just start working closer together, because even our challenge group, I think it's the best one I've ever had. I sound like I'm talking in a can. Got it. Okay, thank you. I will walk outside. Let me know if it gets any better when I go outside. Tell me if it's any better right here.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. It was awful. But, okay, so August, right? And we've shared strategies with you guys of what can make it successful. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. It's up to you to show up every single day and to set yourself on fire and to show up and to really push past all of those fears and those excuses that we allow to put in our way. And so here are a few of the things that I think that are going to help you rock your team cup if you implement these things. So making a list of 100. I know that a lot of you are already jumping on the Go for No 100 No's campaign. I shared a link with a spreadsheet in the team page. If you need access to that, let me know and I'll post it in this team call. But making a list of 100 people, so that might be tonight after this call and the kids are in bed and you tell your spouse or whatever, hey, I need to make this list, and start thinking of the people, because I know all of you have more than 100 people on Facebook, or more than 100 or a couple hundred people on Facebook, and going and saying, okay, who haven't I invited yet? Why haven't I invited them? And write them. I want you to think about people where you frequent, like if it's the coffee shop, or if it is maybe you still go to a gym and work out. Maybe it is your kids' orthodontist, wherever it is. Put those people on okay? So in addition to your 100, I also want you to make a chicken list of 20. So that's the people that you are absolutely terrified to invite, and you absolutely think that they're going to say no, so you haven't even addressed that. So maybe that's your best friend, maybe that's your sister, maybe that's your dad, maybe it's your uncle, maybe it's your husband. Okay? And I want you to invite those people this week. So your 100 you're going to work off for the entire month, and that does not include your chicken list for your 20. Your 20 you're going to work through this week. I also encourage you guys to do 2 challenge groups this month. And if you guys want us to help you run them, we will help you do that, okay? Some people prefer the Challenge Track app. Some people prefer Facebook. Some people prefer both. But know that you have tons of resources to help you be successful. and it's in the back office. It will literally tell you what to post, because a lot of people don't really know what to post in a challenge group. Well, there's something to post every single day, no matter what program people are doing. I like to just post like for accountability, but if you're somebody who is a script person, you're very structured, and you're a personality, there is something for you in there, okay? And if you want help running them, I have, I think there's like 5 girls right now that are going to be running one together starting. Tiff, when does that start? The 14th? Okay, so I think Vicky and Tiffany and a couple of the other girls, Kelly, they're all going to run one together. And I know Vicky's ran one before, and what I told her was she could help them because she's done it, but a lot of them haven't done it before. So I'm really excited to see what that, because I, again, think that 5 minds working together versus just one person is going to, one, probably boost your guys' confidence, right? Because there's not only going to be you posting. And I know Katrina can vouch for this, and some of you who have opened up your team pages, when you first get started, you're the only one posting because the people that are in there with you aren't confident. And so they're not responding to your post. And so that's why when the 5 of these ladies and whoever else joins them to do this group collaborate together, you guys can comment on everyone's post. You guys can comment on each other's. You can talk about what inspires you, whatever that is. And so there'll be more engagement. My suggestion is the 7th to 14th week of the month, okay? And every single day, you should be sending a minimum of 5 invitations to people. We've shared lots of scripts today. Heather shared, I think, 4 or 5 follow-ups that she was using today, and you can tweak them and change them and copy and paste them and save them to your notes and use them later. I shared a new invite in there today. I think Marie asked the other day, can we have an invite thread? There's tons that you can go back. If you just type in the search bar on the team page, invites, you will find so much stuff in there. And then the 3rd week of the month, it is, I think it's, let me look at the date really quick. So August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, we are going to do a team-wide sneak peek. And so I want you guys to start inviting to that now. And I encourage you to invite at least 10 prospects. These people might not even be interested yet, but they may be someone who you're thinking, this is someone I want on my team. Why? And make a list of qualities of people that you want on your team. And I think that's something that I know I missed the bar in the beginning. Really understand my target market and who I was talking to and what my brand was. And so that's something over the next 30 days I really want to help you guys understand. I know that for myself, my kids is moms, and people are struggle with autoimmune and right. That's who Katrina is. A lot of people. That has been. She has so many men in her challenge groups because she has that market. She market her photography. Tiffany market chronic pain. Vicky, single moms. Victoria, pregnant. Everyone brings something unique, right? And you have something that's similar, but your market, more people who are going to tell me who, and people are going to start joining you. Like Victoria, even though you already know out there, who enjoys sharing, what are your favorite brands? Those are engagements that are going to be on there. Ask people questions. Where are you doing shopping? You buy a wardrobe for why not? Whatever the case may be.
Really quickly, can everybody mute themselves? I don't mean to interrupt. Sorry, but we're getting major feedback. We can't hear you, Melissa. There we go. Everybody.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Mute. Okay, I think we're good now. Cool. But really just figuring out what your market is and tailoring your invitations to those people is so much easier when you do that. So maybe just sitting down and making a list of 5 to 10 things that you enjoy or that are unique about you, or you think that people would connect to you on, right? So I talk about sobriety, I talk about addiction, I talk about a lot of different things. I don't know what it was. I don't know. But what else, Katrina? What else would you throw in there that you would like to see and help them do?
Like you said, I think your challenge group's going to be key, just because those are what's going to make your people turn into lifers. But another thing I think we fall short in, just as a total team, is we set our goal for Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. I'm guilty of it myself. Or you hit it and you're like, yay, I'm done. And then either your month end suffers or your beginning of the next month sucks. And on the launch of the UK call, it was like, duh, we don't only want to rock August, we really need it to roll over into October for leads, because that's when we get all those. And I know it's kind of off subject, but when we launch over there, if you're not getting leads because they're going to flow in, you're silly. So you have to keep the momentum going. And this is as a business plan, and what, Carl's no dummy. He plans the cup rolling off, to start the launch of something, the launch of the UK. So you're going to need to not set your goal for Success Club 10. I mean, the max you can get is 36 points. Your goal should be 50. Amy Silverman said it perfectly. Like, if you're shooting for the bare minimum, you're going to fall short of that, and then you miss out. So, you need to set your goal. I was just got a thing today for my year in review for the 6-month mark, and it's like, your highest Success Club month was like 24. And I'm like, oh my God, it's scary. I'm setting my goal this month for 36. I'm like, I've never maxed out a team cup in 3 years. What am I doing? It's time to max that category out. And that's, with rank advancements or anything else that goes on, you get a few points too. But I need to sell 18 challenge packs. And, if I sell 10 challenge packs and hit Success Club 20, boom, my elite points fall in and everything else. I mean, it's all this pyramid of building. And so it's super important, guys, not just to think about Team Cup and helping your team and the cool prizes or your name on a trophy. It's really a strategic business plan, because coming off of that, after hitting Success Club 10 in August or higher, don't let that be your limit, you are going to roll into October with, you need to hit October. So if the momentum is still going because you've sent out 100 invites for your 100 no's, and you're really working your business to its maximum potential, you will not have the lull for the beginning of October. And another thing is, I think you said it, you should be planning on hitting Success Club 10 by halfway through the month. Otherwise you lag or take 2 weeks off, and then the first part of the month lags. Like, our businesses only work when we do, guys, and it's super important. I'm there with you. I just took 5 days off without internet, and I'm coming back like freaking out today. We're trying to get everything just even squared away and organized. Yes, we need to take time to our families, but at the same time, if you're not working your business, it's not going to work itself. So make sure you are continuing your momentum and rolling into that, because it's not just Team Cup that you're really going to benefit from. You're going to benefit from the launch, and it's just going to get better, and it's going to keep the ball rolling into the end of the year, because that's our downtime, is year end, before New Year's resolutions hit. So look at it, look at the big picture and run with it, because now's the time to build, especially with school going back in, with the promo price staying at $160. I don't know if you mentioned that. It's going to be super, super important to drive it home and follow up with people that have months ago been like, yeah, that sounds cool. The Netflix of fitness, when that whole thing rolled out. Now's the time to be like, this is your last chance to get it at $160, because $200 is just that much harder. Because I know so many of you have the price point objection. I don't see that as much, because most of my people already drink protein shakes and pre-workouts and post-workouts, that they're like, dang, that's a good deal. But for those of you that do, it's absolutely imperative that you follow up, and now's your time to hustle, running into the last quarter.
Yeah. And I was sharing with Katrina, so most of you guys know I do this full-time. This is my full-time gig. I love my job. I came home to do this. So whenever I have something big coming up, I always set like business goals around that. So when I think about like last year, I was like, okay, in August, I need to make X amount of money. And people say, well, I don't want to put a income number on it because that sounds selfish and I'm just here to help people. At the end of the day, guys, this is our livelihood. This is how a lot of us pay our bills. And I know so many of your goals, and I'll just be blunt and say, I think you're downplaying yourself. And I understand that we are all busy and we all have a ton going on. I know what you're, and so about what it is that you need to work towards. Maybe it's Christmas money, right? So do you need extra money at Christmas time because it's always tight? So set a plan to get to diamond. It can happen in 30 days if you are laser focused. You have to have a plan in place. We are here to help you. If it is back to school shopping, guess what? Guess you need to be doing this next week. 6 Club 10. That means you have extra income to pay for those school clothes. I told Katrina this month my goal is to make $2,000 more than normal so that I can go to London from my family's income, right? So you guys, I just want to get you thinking like that and thinking like a business owner. And I asked a question in the team page. Can you guys hear me? Because you guys are all frozen. Can someone type in the chat if you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I posted in the team page a few weeks ago. If you were working your business like you do your job that you go to every day, because most of you still have a full-time job. If you were working your Beachbody business the same way that you work at if you were working at your 9-to-5 job the same way you are your Beachbody business, would you have a job in a year? And everyone was like, yes, absolutely, I would. And I have to call bullshit, because if you were, you would be hitting Success Club 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. You would be rank advancing. You would be because your job, you have to check those things you have to do every single day. And I'm not saying you guys don't work, because I'm blanketing this, so if you're on the call and you're like, why would she say that? I work my ass off. Please don't take it personal. I'm blanketing for our team as a whole. We can do better. I can do better. Katrina can do better. Leslie can do better. Heather can do better. We all can elevate our leadership skills. We all can we all can get more Success Club points. On average, I average about 15 Success Club points every single month. My top is, I think, 28. So yeah, this month I'm going for 40. I have to beat my best, and I want you guys to do that too. Success Club 5 is the bare minimum.
Okay, guys, I'll take over because is Melissa frozen for somebody else? Oh. You're frozen, babe. I think what she's just trying to tell us is it's super important that we push ourselves through Team Cup as a marketing strategy. It's very important to use it. That's why the company's giving it to us. So make sure you're pushing forward in your business during Team Cup time and be ramped about it. Ramp your teams up, cheer each other on. In the past, I've done fun little side challenges for my coaches and that kind of thing that make it that much more fun. And then, you know, because at the end of the day, it is supposed to be fun, but we are supposed to be helping people. It is our job. And yeah, I think if you put your head down and do the grind, Team Cup can be an amazing business builder. It has been for me. I know I can speak from experience. And I mean, I'm sure many of you are like, I've had my best months were during Team Cup months. But I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions right now, or if anybody has any ideas, or, you know, if you want ideas either for your challenge groups or invites or scripts or anything, I'm totally an open book right now, and I'm happy to help you with whatever you need to make it happen. And if I don't hear from you guys, or if anybody doesn't, if nobody has anything, I want you guys to kind of throw out your goals. Like, what do you guys want to come out of Team Cup? You know, like an extra $100. I want to hit the, I want to hit the diamond bonus. You know, whatever you guys want to come with that. I want to see those. Let's see. When did Melissa say to do the chicken 20? This week. We want to do our chicken 20 this week. So it's already Tuesday. So for those of you that, those are the people that you never want to invite. Like, you never want to invite your family or your chicken ones. What do you mean you want personal sponsored coaches? That's what you want as your goal. You want more coaches. You want to build. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys, with the promo price going away. Now, I built my business super fast, and the way I did that was converting my customers to coaches. Then On Demand came out. Like, I turned 20 customers to coaches super fast, and that's how I went to a 5-star diamond. But anyway, on that's a side note. I can ramble off on how I did that later. But with the on-demand pricing going up to $200 for the challenge pack, we're also losing the 10% discount for BOD. So what that means is coaches, discounts and not, are going to go back to getting a major discount on, you know, discount and hobby coaches are going to save, you know, back to the $40 to $60. I forget what it is exactly, but instead of $2 that they were getting with on-demand. So when you look at it like that, you're going to be able to talk to your HD customers and say, you know, hey, you can save, I think it's $38. It's something high up there, the 25% off. You can save that by becoming a discount coach, and you have the potential by signing 3 people underneath you to cover the cost of your product every month. When you do that, then you have people, you know, hey, once you start getting them as coaches, they, you know, it just kind of builds from there. But with that, that's how you're going to start to get personally sponsored coaches, or it'll be a big help. But make sure you're posting on your personal page about Coach Life and how, whether you're working as
I'm on my phone.
Yay, she's back. Whether you're working a side job or not, make sure you are, you know, offering the coaching lifestyle, that we do have extra freedom. It is extra money, whether it's helping you make your car payment or whatever. That will also help you change to the personal coaching side. Elsa says, my people all said no. What can I do to change their mind? Honestly, it's really just following up, and it's expanding your market. No just means no for right now, and I know we hear that so much, but when I was just talking to one of my personally sponsored coaches about this yesterday or today, that things change with the seasons. And right now everyone's saying no because summer's coming to an end, life's crazy. But as soon as those kids get to school and you have a little bit of breathing time, you're like, hey, I could totally do a 30-minute workout. Or, you know, what's that? I really want to feel healthier. I need more energy back with these early mornings, blah, blah, blah. That's when you want to bring it up again. Things are always changing. And so no just means no for right now, Elsa. And I have a point in the Emerald training specifically for you about if it's a price point objection. We'll go over that. So Kim Butler, amazing for shooting for diamond. Definitely want that diamond bonus. Now's the time to hit the qualifications and get the momentum going for that in your pipeline or your funnel. Hard part about the coaching life is that I don't have the freedom and I haven't made money. No, but you will. Talk about, I call it the 5 Fs, you know, talk about the friendships you've built. Talk about the fitness you've had. I mean, coach life, there's so many aspects to it. And a major one for me was the friendship side. I mean, Melissa and I weren't friends before. Victoria and I weren't friends before. We just had an amazing time in Punta Cana together. Like, you come back with, tailor it to your situation, in other words, and show people like we are a kind of tribe of amazing people, right? And I sell that a lot, and that because my people already come from the gym. They're like, I really don't need you. I don't need anything you're selling me. And I'm like, no, but you don't have what I have. Like you might have a spotter, but I have someone that has my back 100 times over. And so sell that part of it for you. Let's see. Victoria says she has a problem with posting about coaching life life benefits because I feel like I'm not making much goals with it. Okay, so you're not hitting your goals. Same thing, Victoria. Sell a different aspect of it, and in the meantime, hit your goals. I know that sounds so much easier said than done, but at the end of the day, if your goals don't scare you, they're not going to move you. You're not, they're not going to change you. So I know that you and I talk a lot about setting our goals super high, and now it's putting in the grind. You've got to expand your market and who we're targeting, and I will tag you in the launch of the UK video by Jamie was absolutely amazing of how she's growing her market through Instagram. If you guys have not watched that, Melissa, we can share that, correct? Before we say that.
I don't want to share it. I don't want to share it in the team page. Whoever wants it, we can send it to them privately, only because we've adopted some people who are not Deformation, and Christina has been very specific that we don't share that. So
perfect.
That's the only reason why I own
about it.
With our leadership page.
Yeah. Okay. She just, how to grow your market. I just was watching it today. And
we can send it to them in private message if they want it. You just
perfect.
need to let us know and we'll send it to them.
Yeah.
I agree. I watched it today because I forgot about it last night, and it's flipping phenomenal. And I'm already doing different things. I spent like half the afternoon in between football redoing Instagram. And I wanted to piggyback on what Katrina was saying, is set your goals high. And Victoria, and I'm sure a couple other people have said this, that they don't feel like they can speak to those things. Guys, I didn't either. I had to talk about what the future looked like. And I literally, I don't know if you want to call it ride the coattails or visualize or whatever. Literally, I watched Becky and Christina and Mindy, and I wanted what they had. I wanted to go on vacation because I'd never done that with my husband. I wanted to be home with my kids because I'm sick and tired of sending them to daycare. So I know it's scary to talk about those things, and you probably have coworkers on there where you're like, okay, are they going to get upset with me? Like, I was nervous to share those things too, but what you focus on becomes your reality. And all day I'm going to talk to you about mindset. And the more that you say things are hard, they're going to be hard. And that's why I want you to start setting things like, okay, maybe you need to make $150 a week to show your spouse that this is working, or to cover your new daycare bill. Because that was the goal for me. I was like, dude, I got to pay for this other baby to go to daycare. And I was like making more than that. And I was like, why am I sending my baby to daycare? I could come home. So I want you to start thinking of those things. And I know not everyone's in the same boat, and everybody has different goals, and not everyone wants to leave their job, and that's okay too. But what is that your life is lacking? Maybe you set that goal. How much is a house you're going to cost you to come once a month? Is that your first goal? That and covering your Shakeology, because you should always want to pay for your shake, right? So I would say, don't let that be a barrier that you don't have those accolades yet. Victoria, you just got to go on a trip with Katrina. Still leverage that. You leverage that and say, Beachbody Rewards coaches for doing that. You don't have to say, it wasn't my trip, I was invited by my coach. You leverage that and say, these are the things, and this is why I'm going to go to Riviera Maya next year, or whatever it is. I don't care. You guys just have to visualize it. If you have never been to Summit, talk about what your experience is going to be next year. Talk about your Super Saturdays.
Yeah, talk about how there's no way you're going to miss it, and you're going to do whatever it takes to get there, and why Beachbody is so empowering for you to set those goals.
There's a quote out there that says something about live out your dreams as if they're already a reality, or something like that. And so that's what I want you to start thinking about, is what does that look like for you? Like, visualize I went to leadership, they asked us to think about what is that one thing that you know that you really needed, right? And I think that was a big struggle for everyone to really think about, like, what does that mean? Because we're always going to that next level. We never really stop to celebrate. We're like, okay, I hit emerald. Awesome. What's next? Okay, I got to make a diamond point. Okay, I got the diamond. What's next? Okay, star. Okay, 5-star. Okay, elite. Okay, elite again. Like 10-star, whatever that is. We have to figure out, what does that mean? For me, it was family. And now it's different things, right? It's being able to not worry about my husband's doctor in the wintertime. It's being able to give back to my family, like my dad, who I make more money than my dad now. I never thought that would happen, but that's the reality. I want to be able to have him getting older, right? So when I'm able to do those things, that's going to be the big thing for me. That means that I've made it. So start thinking about that, guys. And I know some of this might be over your head, and you might be thinking, like, you guys don't understand where we're at. We do, because we started where you are. We had to get on these calls. We had to go through trainings. We had to get to Super Saturdays. We had to fail. We 100% get it. And that's why we're kind of giving you a shortcut of how not to struggle the way that we had to, I would think. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's go.
Do you guys have any questions?
About Team Cup, like, do you guys want to talk about, like, how to ramp your team up, how to support each other? I talked briefly about little mini competitions within your team to help kind of push each other. I don't know. I'm happy to, like, that kind of stuff, like, get back to Team Cup. I think it's super important that you always go into any, especially in this business, you're about to go into, like, making a sale or go full force into, like, your elevator speech. Make sure you're at peak state. You want to talk about this and, like, not, our challenge back is 106. You want to be like, oh my God, this amazing thing. Like, I know I sound like I'm overreacting, but every time I go in with passion and drive and excitement, they're like, where do I sign up? You know, like, it just, I have less than a minute, so I didn't have any other questions come in. I've been checking in with my team and seeing what everyone's goals and how they're doing. That's amazing. Communication's huge with our team and our downline, and that's what we need to be doing in order to keep it ramped up. But make sure, take your Energize if you have to before you talk to people or talk to your team and get in your threads, and just be totally passionate and ramped up about what we're selling and what we're doing, because if you're not, you totally should be without that, right? But that was one thing Miguel taught me, is you have to go in at peak state and show people what we're made of. And we're made of positivity and power. So put them together, and let's not just make a sell. Let's literally change someone's life, all from the very get-go of our first point of contact. Be excited, okay? Because that's what's going to sell your Team Cup. And that's what's going to fuel your team. Anybody else about Team Cup? Anything? No. Okay. I mean, I think we can rock it. I would love to put out a post at the end of August and say, like, we helped over 100 lives. I mean, is that a goal we could tangibly set? Yes. We should probably be 250, but I don't want to put that out there because you guys are looking at me like I'm crazy. But I think at the end of it, I want to be blowing you guys up of, like, Tenaciously Fierce sold the most challenge packs total, so changed the most lives. There's enough of us in here with enough drive and gumption and grit to make it happen. We're one of the biggest teams probably within Diesel Nation, if you think about now that we're joined. And with that being said, there's no reason why we shouldn't be killing it. I think we could do it. You guys want to set a number? Who wants to throw a number out there? As Tenaciously Fierce, how many lives can we change in the month of August?